So this is going to be an intro, of how to do the sky on your piece. So you can see I've already done one stitch, but this is just going to be the long short stitch method, blending the colors into each other. So this first color block, your pattern will be a little bit better than mine, just because this was a rough sketch for me to do. But just doing a stitching method kind of just like this. So you're just going to come in near each other and do that until you feel close to the whole space. And feel free to fudge the border a little bit of where this red space is, because that will help you blend the orange into the red better. So once I get to that step, I'll show you. Okay, so as you can see, I have finished the red part of the sunset. So you saw the shape before, now you can see kind of what I do with the edges to help them blend best with the orange. So I'll go ahead and show you the process of how that blending happens so that you're able to do it with the sky. Okay, so we're gonna start blending the orange of the sunset into the sky now. So as you can see, a rough edge that we're gonna be working with here. So I'm just gonna start kind of near the bottom here. And I'm just gonna show you how to blend it because you know how to fill the space already. I like to start out with a few pretty spaced stitches coming out of it. So you see like those stitches are 1/4 of an inch apart there. I'm just gonna start with that. And you can even go further into the red over here where the red is almost solid. That'll help blend it out a little bit better as well. And you can see too, the stitches are not all the same length. You're going to use varied stitches to help it work together. So just do that all the way through. And then once you get the spaced out stitches, say up to the top, I'll hop back on and show you what to do now. Okay, so once you've gotten that spaced out stitching up, you can see I've gotten a little bit closer together up here starting. So that's what you're going to want to do, is get them so that they're closer together, kind of filling in these spaces as it blends, and again, varying depths into the red, because that's going to help the color blend. Like, think if you're painting, how that blending process is going to work. It's pretty similar to string, except for they don't actually mix. So it's a little bit trickier, but so again, just going to come in over here, a little bit deeper into the red with that one, and come further out into the orange. So just work through that, filling this in until it's fully blended, and then fill the space over here and come up above. And it may look like the transition up top is not as blended as the sides. I'm going to finish the sky and then come in with some of the added colors to help blend those spaces, because the horizontal lines can be a little bit different, just because you can't just jab into it or else it's gonna look wonky. So yep. Okay, so as you can see through here, I've finished the yellow. If you look a little bit closer into the blending process, you can see that I worked a few single stitches into the orange area and the red, and that'll help blend it together with the horizontal line there. And then with the green, I'm going to end up doing a little bit more green because I feel like this yellow is just like a very solid yellow area. So you can see how on the sides I'm going to work that in. I did these a little bit longer and shorter stitches to help the blending process a little bit better. And then through here, I'm going to work those single green stitches as well. So that's the next step in the sky. And now our sky is complete. So as you can see, I worked the green in on the sides and then added a couple long stitches again down here. So the sky is complete. Once you get to this point, if you feel like your transitions between colors aren't what you're wanting them, just string up the color that you're wanting to work in a little bit better and just add a couple individual stitches within there. So great job, and we'll see you in the next video for the mountains.